Hey guys, it is Jay MMA here, back with Fight Pulse, and we're a few hours removed from the Ring 4 card featuring a ton of great fights. But the one in particular we're going to be talking about today, as you can tell from the thumbnail and title, is going to be Devin Haney, excuse me, versus Brian Norman Jr. He looked absolutely terrific. My prediction was to a T. I predicted this the absolute correct way. Devin looked amazing. Let's just get right into it. Devin looked like, I don't even know how to explain it. He looked like the Devin Haney that we all knew. I think, again, like I said in my prediction, I thought that people were looking at the Ryan Garcia fight. Ryan has generational speed, all these things, and they said, Brian Norman can do the same thing. And especially coming off of that left knockout versus Sasuke. People just thought it, and again, like I said, people just don't remember the context of the Ryan fight. 4 pounds overweight, came in on steroids. You gotta look at that, and Devin Haney still got up every time, and arguably, if he doesn't get knocked down in one of those rounds, he possibly wins the fight. So a lot of people were kind of didn't, especially with the Jose Ramirez fight. I could kind of see it, but at the same time, I didn't see it. I thought Devin did a very, very great job of just movement. I thought that was the main factor. Can Devin stay off the ropes long enough to where Brian Norman couldn't get his off? Because that's what Brian Norman does his best work. In the pocket, makes the fight dirty, makes it a gritty fight. Fighter, the opponent's back is against the ropes. And Devin get a great job of it. Once Devin knocked him down, before we even get into that knockdown, that check hook was beautiful. It was beautiful. And leading up to that, he threw it a few times. You can see he loaded up on it like 3 times before he even caught Brian Norman with it the last time. And once he caught him and buckled him, he was hurt from that, but that right hand was so flush. And what I love about Devin, because I compared the performance and the fight of Brian Norman, I compared it to the Regis fight. Regis was banking on the KO, saying he was going to go in there and bully Devin. He can outbox him, he can do whatever he wants. Brian Norman said the exact same things. And you can see Devin hurt him. He drops him, he gets back up, and he doesn't overextend. He stays disciplined, doesn't put himself at any risk. Remember when Bivol hurt Berbiev, came in rushing, Berbiev cracked him, then he backed off, then he missed his opportunity to potentially drop Berbiev, hurt him. Devin was just so composed in that moment. And I think outside of that, bro, just the jab. I think he even stunned Norman a few times with the stiff power jab. Norman just had no answer for anything. And I'm gonna be honest, it looked like he bit into the medium of Devin Haney. It's chinny, he can't fight on the inside, the left hook. You go watch Devin Haney again, the Regis Prograis fight. He sat at Regis's range and fought him. That was Regis's range. He fought at Regis's range. He did the exact same thing versus Brian Norman. You can't say he was running around like Jose Ramirez for this fight. You can't say he was on his bike. He was in front of Brian Norman for 12 rounds. Outworked him, outbullied him, outjabbed him, outpowered him. Devin looked like the bully tonight. I guess that's why they call him Debo, right? It was truly an amazing performance. And for Brian Norman Jr., man, I'm not gonna say terrible game plan, but I felt like, obviously, right, he doesn't have the best footwork. He's very powerful. He's athletic. I feel like they should have played into that a little bit more. I honestly feel like after that knockdown, the fight was over. In my opinion, I don't think the corner of Brian Norman Jr. nor the Brian Norman Jr. himself, was expecting that. And you can see it on Brian Norman Jr.'s face. He's like, "What the fuck? He can hit." And after that, once Devin got the respect of Brian Norman Jr., it was over. That's pretty much what the night of this fight was. Devin got Brian Norman Jr.'s respect, and after that it was over because he was thinking twice about getting knocked down again. Because that was he caught him flush. It wasn't like he caught him flush with the left hook and the right hand. And you could see multiple times Brian Norman Jr. did not have the speed, nor did he have the IQ to really time Devin. Devin was just on a whole nother level with his timing. And I felt like in the last 2 rounds, I would say Brian Norman Jr.'s best round was probably like the 8th or 9th. But particularly like in the last 2, he was clinching, really working. He probably should have did that, in the earlier rounds. It just felt like they were lost. Honestly, after that knockdown, it just looked like they didn't know what to do. A lot of the times you can see Devin was ducking under the left hook multiple times in the first half of that fight. It's just like their game plan was jab, body jab, right hand, and then left hook. That was it, and Devin shut everything down. He took away pretty much everything. He took away Brian Norman's left hook, because you can see they clearly prepared for Brian Norman's big left hook, because every time he threw it, I don't think Brian Norman landed really anything crazy significant. Honestly, I don't believe so. They took away his best punch, which is, it looks like the left hook, and they forced him, okay, what else you gonna do? Jab, right hand. Let's see what you got. And they shut it down. You saw Brian Norman made the adjustment again in about the 8th round, which was his best round. Instead of coming in with the 1-2, he came in with the 2-1, which I thought was good. But then he just stopped committing to it, because I think they realized they were down on the cards. And this was just a level and experience thing, because listening to Brian Norman Sr., for one, we got to talk about this. He was on a podcast. Yes, a podcast. The day of. He was on a podcast today before this fight, doing an interview before his son. I don't get that. But speaking of the corner work, I didn't really hear anything technical from the corner. Hearing Devin's corner, after Devin knocked him down, Bill Haney was telling him, all right, stay composed. You're a 12-round fighter. This is a 36-minute fight. He's an amateur, he's used to fast fight. He's not used to a 12-rounder. Stay composed, stay strong. Brian Norman, you hear Brian Norman, you gotta land punches. There's really no technical that Bill was telling him, double up the jab, open it up. You gotta stab him to really land. They was giving him really technical advice. And Brian Norman Jr. was just like, all he wanna do is hold. You gotta punch him, stand in the pocket. You're not really giving him anything. Brian Norman Jr. did not move his head off the center line. Brian Norman Jr. did not come in any angles. He did not. I don't know, man. It's just Devin looked levels above. And I'm gonna be honest, Devin is gonna be undisputed at 147. Looking at the landscape of 140, nobody's beating this dude. Mario Barrios, if he gets to Ryan Garcia, which I think is a really close fight, I see Devin beating him. I see Devin beating Conor Ben. If he gets a belt, you gotta look at the IBF champion, I believe, Isaac Crawley, if that's how you say his name. Devin beats him, and he has a WBO currently. And then Rolly Romero, I believe, is fighting Pacquiao. Devin beats all those guys, in my opinion. If Ryan beats Barrios, that's gonna be the fight to unify. And I think Devin beats him. I think Devin beats Conor Ben. I'm gonna play this clip right now. Eddie Hearn and Conor Ben, they were asked about Devin Haney, and these motherfuckers said they don't want to fight Devin Haney because they feel like the fight, he was boring.
Not really. Look, he wants to fight for the world title, but you've got to give Devin Haney credit and respect. He's just become a 3-division world champion, but no one's going to want to watch him fight. He's fighting scared.
Regardless, I thought Devin looked great. Brian Norman Jr., he got a lot of work to do, but I thought Devin looked great. Yeah, y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all think, because I don't see nobody beating Devin at 147, but y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all boys stay blessed. It has been Jay with Fight Pulse again. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think, and I'm gonna get up out of here, man. See you guys next time.